Okay guys, welcome back to the demo part. We just need to create this infrastructure, orchestrate this infrastructure into AWS premises. Let's suppose we have two users, Usman and Fatma, and both have their own EC2 instance machines, which they don't want to interfere into each other's machines due to privacy reasons. So what Usman does, Usman have created a container for Nginx, and he have created a beautiful website on which Fatma wants to do some changes. So how Fatma can change the website content in the Docker Nginx Docker container? So let's suppose we have two instances. Let's create them, and let's first of all create an EFS volume. Let's say it's my drive, and there are two options, one is original and one is one zone. You can go to advanced options if you like. Here you have automatic backup is already enabled by default, and bursting if your application has more input output operations, and unlike any other AWS service, you can tag it over here as well, but we will go with the simpler options. Let's go to create file system, my drive, and let's say we are going to be working in only one availability zone. Let's select 1A for this demo purpose, and it will take around 1 or 2 minutes to properly create your instances. Let's say what it does at the background. There's no mount target available right now, and note another thing that it is creating mount target. So in the previous discussion we have already discussed that it creates mount target for each availability zone, so that's what it is doing right now. So let's wait for a couple of minutes and let's see what it comes up with. And meanwhile, there are three things which you should be aware of while creating a mount target. Is that if you're working with on default VPC, all these settings are enabled by default, so you don't need to worry. If you're working on a custom VPC and you have not enabled your DNS resolution, DNS host name, or these DHCP option sets, then it would not work. So we're working in this region, Stockholm, and let's just create AC2 instances for our users which have already Docker installed in them. So let's quickly go through all of these options. We should go with the T3 micro. It falls under free tier eligible at this region. So let's do 2, and the subnet which we are quite interested in 2A because our EFS volume is also in 1A, just because it would low latency. But point to be noted that mount target DNS name resolution across availability zones is also supported. So let's create in the 1A, and let's put some bash script to install Docker, so when our instance will boot up, they will already have Docker installed in them. And one thing I forgot to tell you, that you can also create your EFS volumes from here, but they will not be one zone. So you will just name here my drive and just click create, and AWS would or automatically mount the EFS volume on the boot. So let's click next. So here it is asking me about the volume, EBS volume, and we will say configure security groups. Here we will create another security group which have a HTTP, so that our Nginx can go to website and we can check it over there. And we want all the traffic from our security group of EFS, which is 864. Let's launch, and here we will create a new key pair like demo. Now what? Okay, download key pair. Okay, so 2. So it's provisioning our instances right now. So what we can do, we can tag them as usernames. So let's say this is Usman and this is Fatima. And just quickly create their sessions in our mobile term. So suppose this is Usman, we will just add it to session. We provide the key like this and open, and Usman is all set up. Let's do same thing with Fatima instance. We will go and copy the public IP of Fatima and paste it over here, and we will just provide the key to open the session. So let's initiate this and let's initiate this and let's close this home tab by default. So we are in our instances, so we can split it over here and let's check that it has Docker and Docker. We are good to go. Let's go to the security group of our EFS. So what we can do, we just need to allow these instances as well in the security group of EFS. So our EFS is using 64, which is the default security group. So we just need to allow the traffic from our EC2 instances, so these instances can come in to the drive. So we're all set. Let's go to EFS and let's click on attach, and if we click on attach we will get an error. So first of all, let's create a directory which we are going to mount. Let's create a directory over here as well, and let's paste this command. Now listen, you will get an error because a mount is not installed, and we just need to install a mount utility which don't comes pre-installed in the Amazon Linux 2 AMI. So we just need to explicitly manually install it. So let's paste this command and paste this command as well in here. So let's wait for some seconds and let's do the same command again. It's mounted. So let's copy the same command. So till now we have just mounted our EFS into this folder. Let's see if it's working. So by default, if we go to EFS, we cannot create any file because EFS follows POSIX. So what we need to do, we can only work with sudo, but we can also allow other users to work. So on this page of AWS, you can see that only the root user is default. Only the root user can modify this directory. The root user can grant permissions to other users. So suppose if we want to allow EC2 user to work on this, but suppose first I want to tell you that if I create a file, my say is index.html, and if I go, I've created this file over here, and if I go to ls, is also there. That means we are working in the same drive. So let's just vim and update some of the content. So let's say we have created a website, beautiful website, right quit, and if we get, it says beautiful website on the another machine, so that means they are connected to each other. So I just want to create a Docker container of this shared volume, and how we can do this, we can just say docker run minus the name of the container is, let's say, website, and the volume tag flag, and here we will provide the full address of our EC2 user. I just want to tell you one more thing, that you can also add it as a EC2 user. So suppose if I want to edit this file, it would give me an error. It's read only because only sudo user can change it. So to make EC2 user also change these files, do any amendments, we can do sudo change owner to EC2 user, and the group is EC2 user, and the directory is EFS. Okay, so now if I would like to vim website and hello world, that's it. That's what I want to tell you, that it uses POSIX, because if you type ID over here, it is same as group ID is 1000, so that's why it's allowing us to do changes. So point is, I want to run the Nginx Docker container. So let's type docker run and name, let's say website, and here we will just give the volume, and volume directory is home and the EC2 user and EFS, and that's it. Okay, so we just need to mount this to user share Nginx and HTML, and in the detach mode minus port 80:80 and the image name. So it's creating a Docker container for Nginx. Let's find out that 182 instance has a website on it. So this instance is 182, so Usman instance. Let's open this and it will redirect to, so hello world is there. So suppose Fatima wants to start this another website, another container by using this volume as well, and by default there's not any container running on the Fatima machine. So if we just say docker ps in Usman, and then there's a container running, but in docker ps in Fatima there's no container running. So we can just simply start the container over here with the same command. Let's paste it over here. So it's going to create a Nginx container on the Fatima machine as well. Let's check Fatima machine. So Fatima has hello world website as well. Theoretically, if we if Fatima made changes to the web page, like hello world, it's a sunny day, to let's give full path home, EC2 User and EFS and an index.html. So I made changes. So let's see, on the both websites it should have it's a sunny day, it's a sunny day, it's a sunny day. So they are working in a distributed architecture. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.